And just like that, the Minnesota Timberwolves are now down 3 games to none in the Western Conference Finals. And no team has ever come back from 3-0 yet. It's always a question. Oh, will this be the first team? Will this be the first team? Now, they very well could be the first team. But in order to do that, Karl Anthony Towns, you need to play offense not on the perimeter and go post up and assert your dominance down low in the paint. The Timberwolves need to play Kyle Anderson more because he has been a plus on the court. Like, he's just been a plus on the court. Naz Reid needs more minutes. Rudy Gobert needs less minutes. He's getting exposed on the regular. I mean, we keep seeing it time and time again. I'm not going to say much on it. Yes, I know he's the anchor of the defense, but when it comes down to it, you need a little bit more than an anchor on a defense. And if he's going to get posterized every 5 seconds, then what defense is he really anchoring? Because guess what? Nobody in the Mavericks team is scared to attack Rudy Gobert. I mean, the Timberwolves seem scared of Lively and Gafford, and Lively got hurt in this game, and you still managed to lose when the 5 was either PJ Washington or, what's his name again? Dwight Powell? You're afraid of him. So, if you're the Timberwolves, you got to look yourself in the mirror and really think about what you're doing wrong. Anthony Edwards was more aggressive. Now, down the stretch and in the fourth quarter, he had a good run, and then he just went away. I don't exactly know what happened. But Mike Conley's doing pick and rolls. Seems to be the best your offense is at in the game. But once it's working, you for some reason stop it. And the Mavericks seem to have no answer for it. So I'm questioning that. I'm questioning Karl Anthony Towns being... Get out of here, Fly. Sorry. I'm questioning Karl Anthony Towns being on the perimeter. Now, I know he wants to be a power forward, but in order for your team to win a basketball game, you need to go in the paint, and you need to score some layups, because you obviously cannot throw it in the ocean behind the arc, and that's just a sad reality that you and the Timberwolves fans live in. I know. Now, I'm not saying he's not hurt. I mean, he's clearly laboring, but that means he's not getting enough legs on his shot, and yeah, he doesn't have the strength to shoot, and that is why he's missing the threes. So, take away the three-point line. Just go in the paint. Jaden McDaniels was good tonight in the first half, and he was shooting again. He was in foul trouble the whole game. Guarding Luka Doncic, that's going to happen. I mean, you did pick up a few silly ones, a few 50-50 ones, but not much you can really do. Jaden McDaniels is probably the only player I don't really have a problem with from this game. Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson, I don't have a problem with what they did. They just didn't get enough minutes, and that's on the coaching staff. Because I don't know why you keep running out Rudy Gobert and expecting something different to happen. Like, you're playing 4-on-5 on offense when he's in the game, and defensively, he's not posing much of a presence, so I really just don't know why he's on the basketball court. Like, I don't know. It beats me. But Kyle Anderson needs more minutes. As I was saying, realistically, the Timberwolves need to run a lineup of Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Kyle Anderson, and Karl Anthony Towns. Because I feel like that's the best 5. And if Karl Anthony Towns is going to continue to play like he's been playing, just put Naz Reid in there instead of him. And you just run that 5 out there. I guarantee you the result is going to be a lot different. Because closing games, I feel like that's your best 5. And whatever you're doing in the middle of games, it seems like that's the reason you're close in these games, because those 5 are making big impacts on the game together. Specifically, Kyle Anderson and Naz Reid. Kyle Anderson missed 1 shot all night. Now, I know he can't shoot the 3 ball, but at least he's not being, like, when he gets the ball in a painted area, he knows what to do with it. Rudy Gobert doesn't know what to do. And guess what? He's a switchable defender, and he can guard Luka Doncic, and he can guard Kyrie Irving. Now, he's not stopping them, but no one else is. So, I'm done ranting about it. I don't know what the Timberwolves are going to do, but they're down 3-0, and if I don't see a change, like, they're done. If we don't see a change, they're done. But that's just common knowledge. We know that. Because if they don't win, they're done. Because they have lost 3 games. 3 games that they could have very easily won if they made adjustments earlier. And I know their coach is hurt, but a certain point, you just gotta have an internal consensus agreement on certain things, and that's what they're clearly lacking. But yeah, let's check the box score real quick. All right, so looking at the Timberwolves side of the box score first, Jaden McDaniels, 15 points, 6 of 8 shooting, and yeah, 5 fouls. Not really much else besides 3 and D or just playing defense. It's the normal stat line for him. Rudy Gobert, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 0 blocks as the defensive player of the year. He's irritating. I don't really got anything else to say about him. Karl-Anthony Towns had 14 points, was a minus 12 in the game. Oh, look at this. 5 of 18 shooting in the game. He was 0 of 8 from 3. If you take away the 8 3-point shots he took, he was 5 of 10. And that means he was 5 of 10 inside the 3-point line. So Karl-Anthony Towns, what does this tell you? Stop shooting threes and play in the paint if you want to score more points. I mean, is that rocket science or what? Because clearly you have a way to do things, yet you're not doing it. There's irritating. That's all it is. Mike Conley, 16 points, minus 18. That's kind of surprising to see. 4 assists. Yeah, he was in foul trouble a lot, though, most of the game. That's what happens when he tries to guard Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's a matchup nightmare for this team, apparently. And it's not because, well, it is a lot to do because of how skillful he is, but it's also got a lot to do with the fact that nobody can guard him. And yeah, this Timberwolves team is getting exploited by him. But Anthony Edwards, 26, 9 and 9, 11 of 24 shooting, a lot better of a game than what we've been seeing. You don't really got much to complain about with Anthony Edwards other than the turnovers. 5 turnovers is alarming, but I mean, he didn't hit a 3, but at least he wasn't forcing threes. I mean, when I heard he was going to be taking 30 shots tonight, I was kind of worried that he was going to be chucking threes, but he didn't do that. He just couldn't get off. I mean, it sucks. Young player, but 26, 9 and 9 is great. I mean, I just don't know what else to say right now. Now, next year and years after, I'll have a little bit more to say about it, but I can't really be mad about this performance. Then you look at this, Kyle Anderson, 10 points. He was a minus 3. Okay, so they hit one more 3-pointer when he wasn't on the court. 5 of 6 and 3 assists and 2 blocks. All right, there's just needs to be a study in why Kyle Anderson is not playing more than 20 minutes. He played 17 minutes. It's irritating. Naz Reid, 14 points, only hit 1 3, so he went to the basket a lot more once he saw the 3-pointer wasn't going in. Karl-Anthony Towns learned from the 6th man of the year. And we'll just go down. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he took a lefty 3. And now, looking at the Maverick side of things, hold up, let's screenshot this so y'all can see what I see. Sorry, I'm not exactly screencasting it. I can't tell. PJ Washington, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of 10 shooting. Great game. Well, good game. Derek Jones Jr., yep, he looked like to have Linsanity run again. 11 points plus 15. And yeah, perfect from 3. Daniel Gafford not having one of those crazy statistical outbursts, given his points were only at 5, but he did have 3 blocks, 3 turnovers. He's got to get better on what to do in the middle of the court because who knows, Lively might not play. Then Kyrie and Luka each had 33 points and just very efficient games. And yeah, that's really tells the story. Jaden Hardy continued to be impressive. And yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't play, which was not ideal for him as a player. But yeah, Jaden Hardy just outplayed him. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Tomorrow, Boston plays Indiana, which they'll probably end up sweeping and winning, even though I'll be rooting for Indiana. So hopefully I'm here after an Indiana win tomorrow, but it's not looking good. But y'all have a good one. If you want to see my free agency predictions for this upcoming offseason, click on the video on the screen that has Paul George and Pascal Siakam on it. going to areas that you probably did not expect. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Bye.